the fifth lecture of standard 6 of subject science. So in the previous lecture we had started the new chapter, and that is fun with magnets, chapter number 12. Before going further in that chapter, first of all we will complete the exercise of chapter number 11, and it was measurement. So it was given in lecture number 1, lecture number 2 and lecture number 3. So exercise remains as it is. So here, before dealing that, first of all we will complete the exercise of chapter number 11, measurement. So that can be over to you. So what is given in your exercise? Chapter number 11, and in exercise, first question is objective type of question. So question number is, it is objective question answer. Means in this session MCQ session is given. MCQs are given. So how will you write here answer of this question? So let's start one by one. And after the completing of this exercise of chapter number 11, again we will continue the running chapter number 12, fun with magnets. So this is first question given to you in your exercise. The unit used for measuring length in earlier times. So earlier times में लेंथ को मेजर करने के लिए कौन सी यूनिट यूज होती थी? सो ऑप्शन नंबर ए मीटर्स, ऑप्शन नंबर बी किलोमीटर्स, ऑप्शन नंबर सी हैंडस्पान एंड ऑप्शन नंबर डी केल्विन. So meter and kilometer is further developed after the earlier SI system. And Kelvin, last option B, Kelvin. Kelvin is the unit of temperature. So option number C, in the first question, option number C, it is handspan. It is handspan, and handspan is used to measure the length. So this is your handspan. Now we are going to solve the question number 2, MCQ number 2, which is given in your book. So what is question number 2? Let's try to understand. The SI unit of temperature is, option number A, degree. So degree is used to measure the angles between two lines. Option number B, Celsius. Option number C, Fahrenheit, and option number D, Kelvin. So what is the SI unit of temperature? So SI unit of temperature, degree is used to measure the angle. Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, all are the units of temperature, and out of that one is standard unit of temperature, and it is Kelvin. Option number D, Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. And to convert Celsius to Kelvin, we know that Celsius, if I want to Kelvin, so add Celsius plus 273, I will obtain Kelvin. This is the relation between Kelvin and Celsius. Question number 3, what is given in question number 3? Let's try to understand. Question number 3 is given the distance between two outstretched arms. So this is our outstretched arms. So the distance between two outstretched arms is known as a fathom. Option number B, handspan. Option number C, foot, and option number D, pace. So here this is outstretched arms. So the distance between two outstretched arms is generally known as option number A, fathom. And handspan is measurement from here to here. This is our handspan. and after that foot is the measurement of from here to here, and pace the distance between two walking steps. So option number A is feather. Now question number 4, what is given in question number 4? Let's try to find out. 8 kilometer is equals to, here given in the question 8 kilometer is equals to blank meter. So I already discussed for the conversion of unit. Here we have to convert kilometer into meter, and we know that there is a relation between kilometer and meter, and it is defined by the thousand digit, the digit by thousand. So here we are going to bigger to smaller. So here we have to multiply. If we are going to smaller to bigger, so we have to divide. So here we have to convert kilometer into meter. So we have to do multiplication by 1000. So here 8 into 1000. So I will obtain 8000 meter. So options are 8 meter, option B 80 meter, option C 800 meter, and option D 8000 meter. So option D is right. It is 8000 meter. So this was your fourth question. Now 350 centimeter is equals to, answer number 5. 350 centimeter is equals to, and options are given in meter. So here we have to convert centimeter to meter. So this is smaller, this is bigger. So smaller to bigger we have to divide by any constant. This is your smaller, this is your bigger. So here we know that the relation between centimeter and meter is defined by the 100. 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter. So here we have to divide by the 100. So here 350 centimeter is given. So 350 divided by 100, 0 cuts. After one digit, point will be placed. So it will be 3.5 meter. So option number A 3.5 meter, option B 35 meter, option C 0.35 meter, and option D 3500 meter. So option number A, it is 3.5 meter. This is our right answer. So this is our MCQ part which is given in your textbook. Now question number 2, and it is, give one example of the following. Give one example of following, and answer of first question is, here we have to give the example of rectilinear motion. So one example of rectilinear motion is moving car on a straight line, straight path, you can see. This is the example of rectilinear motion. In the question number 2, we have to give that one example of curvilinear motion. Rectilinear is defined as this one. These types of motions are rectilinear motion, while the curvilinear motions are the example of this one. So example for this, movement of basketball towards the net of basket. So this is the example of curvilinear motion. Question number 3, and what is given here, we have to give the answer of periodic motion. So example of periodic motion that we have to give here, a ball edge of tightly binds with the thread, tightly binds with the thread and hold in the downward direction. सो बॉल को यहाँ पे अगर लेकर आप टाइटली बाइंड करके उसको यहाँ पे रखो एंड इफ यू अप्लाई फ्यू फोर्स, सो दैट टाइप ऑफ मोशन इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ periodic motion. And fourth one, it is given to you, fourth one, non-periodic motion. So non-periodic motion means flying of bird. It is random motion, you can also say. It is non-periodic. It not occurs at any points. And answer number 5, question number 5 is given to us, rotational motion. So the movement of giant wheel in the fair, movement of giant wheel. So in this example we can write the movement of giant wheel, the movement of giant wheel known as a rotational motion. So this was your second part, question number 2. Now we are dealing with the very short answer questions. So let's start what is given in very short question answer session. Now the next question number 3 is very short answer questions. So question number 3, very short question answer that we have to write down in this session. So I am dealing with first question, answer number 1. Answer of first question is, it is given the distance between two walking steps. So this distance between two walking steps is generally referred as a pace. It is referred as a pace. So answer 1 is pace. Answer number 2, what is in answer 2, question number 2, the system of standard units. So SI system. SI system is the unit of standard units, the system of standard units. Question number 3, and it is given in question number 3 that the SI unit of temperature is, so SI unit temperature is Kelvin. It is Kelvin, represented by capital K. Fourth question, here it is given to you, answer number 4. Fourth question is given to you, the motion of ants moving in a straight line. So the motion of ants moving in a straight line, so straight line motion is generally considered as a rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. This is the example of rectilinear motion. Now the question number 5. Question number 5 is given to you, and here in this question, the motion of a giant wheel. Motion of a giant wheel, and it is known as a rotational motion. It is considered as a rotational motion or circular motion. So these are the session of very short question answer. Now question number 4, write down the answer of the following questions in short. So in short question answer that you have to write down. So answer number 1, answer of first question, and it is name 4 physical quantities that can be measured. So mass is measured, length means distance, we can say length in the sense of distance, then temperature is also measured, then so mass, distance, temperature, time, that all are the can be measured. So these are the 4. Answer number 2, what is given in question number 2? Let's try to understand. What do you understand by the term unit? So unit represents or gives the basic idea of any particular quantity of matter. For example, I am taking example of 1 kg of apple and 5 kg of apple. So it creates in our mind 5 kg apple has more quantity. So unit, it gives the basic idea of any quantity. Give the SI unit for the 4 physical quantities. So first is mass, and mass is measured in kilogram. Distance is measured in meter. Temperature is measured in Kelvin, and time is measured in second. Now the question number 3. What is given in question number 3? What are CGS and MKS systems of unit? So CGS system, and this represents centimeter, gram, second, and MKS, this represents meter, kilogram, and second. So in the CGS unit, we had measured the length into centimeter, weight into gram, and time is measured in second. While in the MKS unit, length is measured in meter, mass is measured in kilogram, and time is measured in second. So this is the answer of third question. Question number 4. And what is given in this question? When is a body said to be in motion? So a body is said to be in motion if the position of that body is continuously changing with respect to the time. So question number 4, here we can write a body said to be in motion. A body said to be in motion if its position continuously changes with respect to time. And last questions of this exercise is, and it is differentiate between curvilinear and rectilinear motion. So curvilinear motion is generally referred as this type of curve type motion, while the rectilinear motion is a straight line motion. So this is the exercise of chapter number 11 that I solved here, and you have to write down in your workbook, and a long question answers are given in your exercise that you have to complete from the chapter, from the PDFs. So in the next lecture we will continue the running chapter number 12, fun with magnets, and with another interesting topic we will meet again. Thank you.